I welcome everyone to BYK Expert Series 2020-21 and wish you a healthy, wealthy and prosperous new year. Standard 12th HSC board exam is the milestone of your career and future. The subject of bookkeeping and accountancy is one of the important subjects in commerce stream, which would be required throughout the life in future. So it is very important then that we take the subject with honesty and sincerity, with hard work and approach the exams with seriousness. You and I are lucky that we are getting an opportunity in this situation to interact via digital platform. Respected Principal Dr. Ram Kulkarni sir and respected Vice Principal Shri Praveen Mule sir and all are related persons who genuinely implemented, who has genuinely implemented, arranged and managed this lecture series for the benefit of we all. I sincerely thank them for their valuable guidance, facility and opportunity provided. I, Uma Agrawal, teacher from BYK Junior College of Commerce of Accountancy Department, in this lecture would present and make aware as to the types of questions which may be asked in the HSC exams. The way of approach to the questions and probable answers would also be discussed. My earlier lecture was delivered on board exam paper pattern. The marks each question carries, the weightage each topic carries, and the total duration which shall be given to the said exam. Adverting to question number 1. 4 sub questions would be asked and all will be compulsory. Going to sub question A. It would be asked to select the most appropriate alternative from the 4 choices given. After choosing the alternate, we are expected to write the whole sentence with the chosen alternate in the answer sheet. This sub-question has 5 sub-questions which are: first, maximum number of partners in a firm are dash according to Companies Act 2013. The options are 10, 25, 20, 50. And the precise answer is maximum number of partners in a firm are 50 according to Companies Act 2013. Second, when a bill is drawn for 2 months after date on 3rd January 2030, its due date will be dash. Options are 3rd January 2020, 3rd March 2020, 5th March 2020, 6th March 2020. And the answer is when a bill is drawn for 2 months after date on 3rd January 2020, its due date will be 6 March 2020. Third, in case of admission of a partner, the profit or loss on revaluation of assets and liabilities is shared by dash partners. Options are all, old, new, and none of this. The answer is in case of admission of a partner, the profit or loss on revaluation of assets and liabilities is shared by old partners. Fourth, liquid assets is equal to dash. Options are current assets plus stock, current assets minus stock, current assets minus stock plus prepaid expenses, and none of this. The precise answer is liquid assets is equal to current assets minus stock. Fifth one, not for profit organization is also called dash organization. Options are service, profit making, trading, or commercial. The precise answer is not for profit organization is also called service organization. The sub questions are is just a model and similar question may not be asked in the board exam. Sub question B would be to write a word, term, phrase as a substitute for each of the following statements. First one, debit balance of insolvent partner's capital account. The answer would be in a word is capital deficiency. Second, the short key used to save or accept the information. The answer would be in a word is CTRL plus A. Third, the account to which all adjustments are made when capital is fixed. The answer in a word is current account. Old ratio minus new ratio is equal to dash. The answer would be in a word is sacrifice ratio. The excess of total assets over total liabilities of a not-for-profit concern. The answer would be in a word is capital fund. The sub question C, we will be asked to agree or disagree with the following statement given, such as first, directors can reissue forfeited shares. The answer is agree. Second, retiring partner is not entitled to share in general reserve and accumulated profit. The answer is disagree. Third, charitable institutions prepare profit and loss account at the end of every financial year. The answer is disagree. Fourth, on dissolution, cash or bank account is closed automatically. The answer is agree. And interest on capital is an expenditure for the partnership firm. The answer is agree. Sub question D would be to complete the sentences. First, deceased partner's executor's account is shown on the dash side of the balance sheet. The answer is deceased partner's executor account is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. Second, registration of partnership is dash in India. The answer is registration of partnership is optional in India. Third, fees charged by the bank for collection of bill on behalf of holder is dash. The answer is fees charged by the bank for collection of bill on behalf of holder is bank charges. Fourth, revaluation account is also known as dash account. The answer is revaluation account is also known as profit and loss adjustment account. Subscription received from the members is considered as dash receipts. The answer is subscription received from the member is considered as revenue receipts. Every sub question will carry 5 marks each and question 1 would be of 20 marks. Question number 2 would be on the topic of admission of partner in a partnership firm. This question will carry 10 marks. See the question in your slide. Following is the balance sheet of Ganga and Godavari. Balance sheet is there, adjustments is there, and ask from the question that is prepare revaluation account, partners capital account and balance sheet of the new firm. The answer is as follows. 3 specimens of three types of accounts are to be made. In the books of the firm, revaluation account, also known as profit and loss adjustment account, partners capital account. In both this model account prepared, it is mandatory or must to write the proper headings mentioning debit and credit amounts. The third model is called as new balance sheet as on 1st April 2020, and this date is very important and must. Let us start the solution. See the first item in your question, that is creditor. Start from the first item of liability. Creditors, mention in liability side 19,000. Profit and loss account and balances of capital accounts. The balances of capital accounts mentioned by balance brought down in partners capital account, that is 50,000 and 70,000. Profit and loss account is given 8,000, which is distributed in their profit sharing ratio, old profit sharing ratio, that is equal 4,000, 4,000. Next item is of asset. First item is cash in hand. We will see afterwards cash in hand because there is some adjustments. See the item stock 10,500 directly mentioned in asset side of balance sheet. Debtors 23,000. Directly mentioned 23,000 in asset side of balance sheet because 3,000 debtors is recovered. So debtor amount is 23,000 shown in balance sheet, and this 3,000 which is recovered is mentioned in revaluation account. Next item is equipments, 6,000 mentioned in inner column because there is adjustment. Furniture directly mentioned, furniture amount in your example is 12,500, but 6,500 is only mentioned. Why? Because there is adjustment number 6. See the adjustment. Furniture of the book value rupees 6,000 will be taken over by Ganga at 40% of the book value. Total furniture amount is of rupees 12,500. Out of 12,500 worth furniture, one of the partner took over furniture worth rupees 6,000. The balance amount of furniture worth rupees 6,500 should be posted in balance sheet asset side, and the furniture worth of rupees 6,000 we'll see afterwards. Plant 42,500 again mentioned in inner column of asset side because there is adjustment. Building, the last item of your balance sheet is 60,000 again mentioned in asset side of balance sheet in inner column. Let us start the adjustments. They admitted Narmada on 1st April 2020 in the firm on the following conditions. For her 1/3 share in future profits, Narmada will bring rupees 1 lakh as his capital. She bring cash as a capital. So 1 lakh rupees mentioned in her account, that is cash account debit to capital account. In capital account, Narmada's capital account, by cash account 1 lakh. Next adjustment is of goodwill. It is decided to raise goodwill by rupees 45,000. So see the raise of goodwill adjustment mentioned in partners capital credit side, that is distributed in two partners, means old partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Goodwill account debit to partners capital account, that is 22,500 to Ganga and 22,500 to Godavari, and write it off fully after Narmada's admission. This goodwill account is write off, written off, and it is distributed to all the partners in their new profit sharing ratio. The new partners capital account, the partners capital account debit to goodwill account, that is Ganga 15,000, Godavari 15,000 and Narmada 15,000. So goodwill account is nil. Next, see the adjustment number third. Equipments and plant to be depreciated at 20% and at 10% respectively. See the depreciation, equipment depreciation 20%, deduct from the particular amount 1200, and it is mentioned in revaluation debit account to equipment 1200. Like that, plant is of rupees 42,500 and its depreciation is 4,250, that is 10%. Deduct from the particular plant amount in balance sheet, that is 4,250, outer column 38,250, and the amount of depreciation is mentioned in revaluation debit side to plant 4,250. See the adjustment of building number 3. Building to be appreciated at 15%. Building amount is of 60,000 and appreciation is 9,000 added in building amount, that is in asset side 60,000 plus 9,000, outer column 69,000, revaluation credit side by building 9,000. Next, see the adjustment number 4. Bills payable were retired for rupees 17,500. See the amount of bills payable in your example balance sheet liability side. Bills payable is 23,000, but the bill is retired. Bills payable is adjusted to rupees 17,500 and discount of rupees 5,500 was earned by the firm and posted in revaluation account credit side. See the amount in credit side, that is 5,500. This is the discount earned by the firm, and 17,500 should be deducted from the firm's cash balance. We will see afterwards in the working note. And this 3,000 of debtors which are good, means RDD good, are which is recovered. So this is mentioned in revaluation credit side by RDD. See the last adjustment, furniture. Furniture of the book value rupees 6,000 will be taken over by Ganga at 40% of the book value. Total amount of furniture is 12,500, 6,500, which is the balancing amount is mentioned in asset side, and the remaining amount which is took over furniture amount 6,000 should be taken over by partner at discount of 40% value, which is rupees 2,400 posted in the particular partners capital account. See this 2,000 400 which is took over by the partner Ganga, 2400 at 40%. The actual amount of furniture is 6000 and loss on furniture which is of 3600 shall be posted in revaluation account. All the adjustments are now over. We will be needed to calculate the profit or loss of the firm, which shall be distributed to the old partners. See, what is the profit of the firm? That is of 8400 distributed equally in both the partners, between both the partners, that is of 4225 to Ganga, 4225 to Godavari, and posted it to the balance sheet and posted it to the old partners. See, this is the profit of revaluation account, posted it to the partners capital account, 4225, 4225, and the balancing amount of partners capital account, means balancing figure of partners capital account, should be posted in liability side of the balance sheet. That is of 63,325 Ganga, 85,725 Godavari, and 85,000 Narmada is posted in liability side. Total amount of all three partners capital is 2,34,050. See the total amount of balance sheet, that is of 2,53,050. But this is not tallied because one figure is missed. What is this figure? That is cash in hand. See the working note of cash in hand. Cash is given in your example is 18,500. Capital brought by new partner, that is of 1 lakh in cash, and the retirement means adjusted bills payable is rupees 17,500. This is deducted from the cash. So the actual cash amount is 1,01,000, which should be posted in balance sheet asset side, that is 1,01,000. So see, our balance sheet is tallied. That is of amount 2,53,050. Let us start question number 2. The OR question means choice question. It is on the topic of retirement of partnership firm, means retirement of a partner. See the example given below is the balance sheet of Sonu, Monu and Rinku, who were sharing profits and losses as 3:3:2. This question is also carrying 10 marks. See the balance sheet, adjustments, and prepare or pass necessary general entries in the books of the firm. See the solution. General entries in the books of partnership firm. In this answer, 5 columns of general entries are to be drawn. That is of date, particulars, ledger folio, debit rupees and credit rupees. See in your example, there is general reserve. The amount of general reserve in balance sheet is 16,000. So you are distributed this general reserve amount to all the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So what is the general entry? First general entry is general reserve account debit to Sonu's capital account 6,000, Monu's capital account 6,000 and Rinku's capital account is 4,000, being general reserve distributed among partners in their profit sharing ratio. See the next journal entry, revaluation account debit to livestock account, to plant and machinery account and to RDD account. Assets depreciated and RDD provided on debtors. See the adjustment number 1 in your example. Assets to be revalued as under. Livestock in balance sheet 25,200, but the realized value is revalued amount is 24,000. So 1,200 is depreciation. See the item of plant and machinery in your example, that is of 34,800, but revalued amount is 32,000. So the loss is of rupees 2,800, means depreciation is of rupees 2,800. And the next item is of rupees 2,000 RDD. See the adjustment number 3rd in your example. Mr. Sham, our customer, may or may not be able to pay his debts of rupees 2,000. So this is the RDD amount, being assets depreciated and RDD provided on debtors. The third adjustment, see the equipment amount in first adjustment. The revalued amount of equipment is 16,800 and actual amount balance sheet in the balance sheet, that is of 16,000. So 800 is appreciation on equipment. So equipment account debit 800 to revaluation account and creditors account debit to revaluation account. How the creditor is decreased? See the adjustment number 2nd. An item of rupees 400 from creditor is no longer a liability and hence should be properly adjusted. Means creditors of rupees 400 is decreased. So this is the profit for the firm. So what is the journal entry? Equipment account debit 800, creditors account debit 400 to revaluation account 1200. Means in revaluation account you should be mentioned these both items in credit side. See the next adjustment, that is revaluation loss or profit should be adjusted in partners capital account. Here we have loss on revaluation. What is the amount of loss? That is of 4,800. So loss amount is adjusted to their capital account. Sonu's capital account debit 1,800, Monu's capital account debit 1,800, Rinku's capital account debit 1,200 to revaluation account 4,800. Means in partners capital account you should be mentioned it in debit side. All partners capital account debit to revaluation account 4,800, being loss on revaluation transfer to capital accounts. The last adjustment, that see in your balance sheet, the loan account of Rinku. Not in your balance sheet. We will see this amount 38,800 in partners capital account, that is of Rinku's capital account debit to Rinku's loan account. See the adjustment number 5th. The amount due to Rinku be transferred to his loan account. So amount, the Rinku, the partner is retired from the firm. So his amount transferred to his loan account. This is the journal entry. Rinku's capital account debit to Rinku's loan account, being balance amount due to Rinku transferred to his loan account 38,800. Total of journal is 66,800 debit and 66,800 is credit. See the revaluation account. You should be mention it in working note. When board should be asked journal entries, then you should always prepare revaluation account and partners capital account in working note. See the working note of revaluation account. See the loss is of rupees 4,800. We should be mention in journal entry number 4. The first journal entry is general reserve. Second journal entry is of depreciation of assets, that is of 1,200, 2,800 and RDD amount is of rupees 2,000. The second journal entry, which is appreciation of equipment and decrease in creditors amount, that is of 400. See, this is the revaluation account, debit side and credit side. Partners capital account, see in the green color, the retired partners capital account, that is Rinku's capital account, and the balancing figure of 38,800 should be mentioned or transferred to his loan account. So this is your second example. Question number 3. Following is the balance sheet as on 31st March 2020 of Mr. Ram and Shyam. See, question number 3 is on dissolution of partnership firm and carries 10 marks. See, this is the example, means balance sheet. The adjustments, prepare realization account, capital accounts of all partners and bank account. See the solution. In the books of Mrs. Ram and Shyam realization account, 3 specimens of 3 types of accounts are to be drawn. Number 1 is realization account. Number 2 is partners capital account. And third one is bank account. Let us begin the question number 3. See in your question, liability side. What is the liability side of the question? That is, start from the first item, capital accounts of Mr. Ram and Mr. Shyam. So write first item, that is of by balance brought down 1,50,000 and 1,50,000 in their capital account. Second is reserve fund. Reserve fund is distributed in their profit sharing ratio, which is 3:2, which should be mentioned in the last adjustment. Ram and Shyam were sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. So reserve fund should be distributed in their profit sharing ratio and mention it in partners capital account. So general entry is reserve fund account debit to partners capital account, that is of 18,000 and 12,000. Next, transfer all assets and liabilities. See the liability side first. So transferred all the liabilities in their book values. Liability of creditors is 30,000 and bills payable is of rupees 6,000, which should be posted in realization credit side. Means creditors account debit, bills payable account debit to realization account. It is transferred in book value. See the asset side, that is of cash at bank, the balance of cash. So bank account debit side to balance brought down 18,000. See all the liabilities, assets. All the assets transferred at their book values to realization account. Realization account debit to stock account 75,000, to furniture account 90,000, to investment account 30,000, to machinery account 90,000, to building account 45,000, to debtors account 24,000. So what is the journal entry? Realization account debit to all assets account. You should write like this: to all assets account, and inner column this amount should be mentioned. So this realization account debit to all assets account, transferred it in book value. The next item is of debtors. Debtors amount is mentioned in your balance sheet, that is of 24,000. RDD amount is of rupees 3,000, which is mentioned in credit side like by RDD account 3,000. See the adjustments. The firm was dissolved on 31st March 2020 and the assets realized were as under. Ram took over the investment at rupees 27,600 and Sham took over the furniture at rupees 84,000. See, the two partners takes took two assets, like Ram took over the investments. The amount of investment is 27,600 and Sham took over the furniture, that is in 84,000. So what is the journal entry? Partners capital account debit to realization account 27,600 and 84,600. It should be mentioned in realization credit side by Ram's capital account 27,600 and by Sham's capital account 84,000. Next, the assets were realized as follows. The second adjustment: stock 73,500, debtors 22,500, machinery 84,000, building 42,000. So what is the general entry of realization value? That is bank account debit to realization account. So in realization, you should write by bank account of all the items. That is, the amount of all assets realization value is 2,22,000, and in bank account, in debit side, you should mention it to realization account assets realized amount, that is 2,22,000. The creditors were paid off at a discount of rupees 900 and other liabilities were paid in full. See, what is the amount of creditors? The amount of creditors is 30,000, but it were paid off at a discount of rupees 900. So what is the journal entry? Realization account debit to creditors, to bank account, that is of 29,100. Other liability is of rupees 6,000 of bills payable. So realization account debit to bank account as a bills payable 6,000 and other liabilities were paid in full. So other liability of bills payable is 6,000 and 6,000 of bills payable. Next, dissolution expenses were rupees 4,200. There is some expenses of dissolution, that is of 4,200, Again, realization account debit to bank account, that is of dissolution expenses 4,200. So all liabilities should be paid. The journal entry is realization account debit to bank account. So in bank account, mention it by realization account total of these three items: 29,100, 6,000 and 4,200, that is of 39,300. The last item of liability side is loan from Mr. Ram, that is of 3,000. It should be paid. So loan account debit, Ram's loan account debit to bank account. So 3,000 mentioned in bank account credit side by Ram loan account, because at the time of dissolution all liabilities, third party liabilities should be paid. See, there is profit or loss. In realization account, the loss on realization, loss is of rupees 12,420 and 8,280. Total loss amount is 20,700, and amount should be distributed to both the partners in their profit sharing ratio, that is 12,420 and 8,280. Transfer it to partners capital account. See the balancing figure of partners capital account: 1,27,980 and 69,720. This is the balancing figure which should be transferred to bank account. So in bank account credit side, Ram's capital account 1,27,980 and Shyam's capital account 69,720. So see, as per the dissolution, the cash account or bank account is tallied, that is of 2,40,000. This is the example of 10 marks. I hope all of you understood very well. The choice question will be on bills of exchange. Again, it carrying 10 marks. See what is the question. On 7th March 2060, Ram draws a bill on Rohit for rupees 8,000 at 3 months. Rohit accepts it and returns to Ram. Ram then sends the bill to his bank for collection. On due date, Rohit finds himself unable to make the payment of the bill and requests Ram to renew it. Ram agreed on the condition that Rohit should pay rupees 5,000 in cash and should accept new bill for the balance at 2 months with interest rupees 200. These arrangements were carried through before due date. Rohit was declared as insolvent and rupees 1,500 could be recovered from his private estate as first and final dividend. Give general entries in the books of Ram. Let us see the solution. In the books of Ram, general entries, 5 columns of general entries are to be made: date, particulars, ledger folio, debit rupees and credit rupees. In every journal entry, narration with debit and credit amount mentioning is must, and in the end total must be specifically stated. See the first journal entry, that is Ram draws a bill on Rohit for rupees 8,000. So what is the journal entry? Bill receivable account debit to Rohit's account, that is of 8,000, being received bill for 3 months accepted by Rohit. Second, Ram sends the bill to his bank for collection. So bill sent for collection account debit to bills receivable account rupees 8,000 debit and credit, being 3 months bill of Rohit deposited into bank for collection. The third entry, that is of cancellation, means Rohit finds himself unable to make the payment of the bill and requests Ram to renew it. So cancellation of bills journal entry is Rohit's account debit to bill sent for collection account, that is of rupees 8,000, because bill is cancelled, means Rohit unable himself to pay the amount. So being 3 months bill accepted by him, first he accepted and deposited into bank for cancelled for renewal. The fourth journal entry is of interest, because Ram charged interest of rupees 2,000 of renewal of bill. 200. Rohit's account debit to interest account, that is of 200 interest. Why? Because he should accept new bill for the balance at 2 months with interest of rupees 200, means Rohit accepts the bill with interest, new bill with interest of rupees 200. So Rohit account debit to interest account 200 rupees. Next, the Rohit should pay rupees 5,000 in cash and should accept new bill for the balance at 2 months with interest. So cash account debit to Rohit's account, because he should pay the amount in cash, that is of 5,000. But before due date, Rohit was declared as insolvent and 1,500 could be recovered from his private estate as first and final dividend. So the remaining amount of bills receivable, that is of 3,200. First see this general entry, then later on we will see the next general entry, that is he should pay cash in 5,000, bill accept remaining amount of rupees 3,200 with interest. So cash account debit 5,000, bill receivable account debit 3,200, to Rohit's account 8,200. The new bill or renewal of bill, being on renewal received cash and new acceptance as per agreement. And the next journal entry is Rohit's account debit to bill receivable account, that is 3,200, means 5,000 paid in cash and Rohit bill cancelled for on his insolvency. See, what is this journal entry? 3,200 bills receivable journal entry, Rohit's account debit to bill receivable account. Why? Because he accepted the bill of rupees 3,200, but before due date he declared as insolvent. So this cancellation of acceptance of the bill, Rohit's account debit to bill receivable account 3,200, and the last journal entry, that is when he declared as an insolvent, 1,500 amount could be recovered from his estate and 1,000 remaining amount, means balancing amount of 3,200, that is of 1,700 is treated as bad debts, which is not recovered from his estate. So what is the journal entry? Cash or bank account debit 1,500, bad debts account debit 1,700, to Rohit's account 3,200, being recovered of cash and balance amount written off as bad debts in full and final settlement. See the total of both the sides, debit or credit side, 38,800. I presume in every journal entry, narration with debit and credit amount mentioning is must, and in the end, total must be specifically stated. I presume that everyone has understood the part 1 of model questions with answers thereon. I thank for patient and attentive hearing. Once again, I wish happy, healthy, wealthy, and prosperous new year.